Welcome to the How I Met Your Mother podcast for the episode entitled Glitter. This is the 9th episode of the 6th season and the 121st episode of the series. This week, I got a chance to sit down with our very own Cobie Smulders, who of course plays not only Robin Scherzinger, but the returning Robin Sparkles. Also talking with us, we were lucky to get guest star Nicole Scherzinger, who plays Robin's former best friend Jessica Glitter, and finally, the woman who brought Robin back, Kourtney Kang, co-executive producer and writer of the episode. My name is Alec Lev. I spoke with our guests in the back booth of the McLaren's Bar set, just after they wrapped filming for the episode. The construction you'll hear in the background is the crew preparing for the episode entitled Natural History, which they were about to start shooting and that actually aired last week. Cobie.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
A lot of times on this podcast, we've been talking about what you get to do in 6 seasons that you don't get to do in a film or in 1 season. How has Robin grown in these 6 years?
I feel like
her hair has grown.
It's gotten shorter. It's gotten longer. There's been more color to it. Mm-hmm. I've gotten bigger. I've gotten smaller, and I've gotten bigger again. Getting to the real character. I would say she's emotionally matured through the 6 years being on the show. She showed up a very guarded woman, and eventually her time in New York has broken those walls down. And she can feel. You know what I mean, Nicole?
I do.
And
I feel it.
You feel it.
Actually.
And how, as an actor, how would you describe the difference in dealing with a character who you don't know what's going to happen to them? You have a film script, you know, the beginning, the middle, and the end. Mm-hmm. Here, you have no idea where you're going with it, and it's building, and you're helping to build it as it happens.
Right.
What's the difference there?
Well, I mean, I think it is very different. I think that it takes a lot of trust in your writers. And the show's creators, Carter and Craig, you know, they care a lot about these characters, and they care a lot about the integrity of the show and the integrity of the characters, and I think you really just have to trust the process, and are hopefully in an environment like I am where they listen to you when you do have things that come up that you don't agree with your character. You know, they listen to you and they will adjust accordingly. But it's kind of nice. I mean, I like both ways. I like having being on a film and sort of knowing where the ending is and seeing the through line. But this is fun too because I didn't know that we would have Nicole here this week doing another Robin Sparkles episode, you know, and shooting in the Natural History Museum on our set this week, you know. So it keeps things exciting and it's ever changing, and that's an energy I like as well.
So now on the other side of this, we have Nicole jumping in the middle. You jump into people who have been together for 6 seasons.
Yeah.
What's it like to enter the How I Met Your Mother world?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was a little nervous because I'm obviously at home, you know, singing and coming here, and I'm like the biggest fan of the show and of the cast and of the writers. I think it's hilarious. And I didn't really know kind of how it would go over with me, and I came to this like world, How I Met Your Motherland, and everybody was like the nicest humans ever, and they were real humans.
That's always a bonus. That's
They were
always a
just
bonus.
naturally hilarious, and I felt really at home, and they just made me feel at home. And the next thing you know, I put on my best 80s wig, and we were at it.
Yep.
Swinging down poles.
Yep.
Playing the guitar.
Yeah. I will say this, Nicole really came into this episode like up for anything, adding her own things, and was just truly a part of the whole process, and was just great.
However, part of that process and the stuff that I wanted to add a lot had to do with the word beaver.
Yeah.
I really like that word.
Yeah.
Kind of got knocked down. A couple of the moves, choreography didn't work out so well, but
I kept having to explain to you, like, this is an 8 o'clock show.
I didn't understand
We
that.
can't gyrate.
I don't know
At 8
why I
o'clock
can't
slot.
say, I've got one hand in my, the other one is reaching for you.
It's beautiful.
I don't understand it.
Beautiful. Spin-off.
Robin Sparkles up until this point has been distinctly rated G, and we've taken her to a new level. Can you tell us about this Robin Sparkles, Kourtney? Where did this idea come from? The idea of introducing her back and doing so with so much filth.
Sure. Well, I don't know where the filth came from. Certainly not me, I'm sure. But initially, when we were first breaking Robin Sparkles, we talked. There was versions of the original Robin Sparkles that was all about her friend Jessica Glitter and how these were like two best friends, and there was versions that like Robin sets out to find Jessica Glitter. Like Jessica wants her to like remount the mall tour, and like Robin can't do it, and they all sort of got a little bit crazy.
Good idea, I think. I'd like to jump on that tour again.
The mall tour, nice.
Reunion.
A reunion tour.
And so, so this idea of Jessica Glitter has been around since season 1, even though there's never been any mention of it on the show up until this point. And so, when we were thinking about, the third installment of Robin Sparkles, we set up the thing last year with Alan Thicke about the TV show, and we knew we wanted to visit, see what that TV show was. And so, as we tried to figure out what the show was going to be, we sort of stumbled on this idea of, what if, the people from Canada see it as a simple, sweet kid show, but to the American viewer, it's, perhaps something else. And so,
Canadians just don't have their minds in the gutter.
Exactly. That's
what I mean?
That's the debate. Like, it really could be viewed as like a sweet, innocent show, and like, I always like the idea that it's like, Robin Sparkles is the one who like goes to the mall and she likes like dancing and talking on the phone, but Jessica Glitter is like a little bit more bookish. Like, she has her glasses, and she likes reading and collecting bugs and
math.
things like that, and math.
Math's cool.
So we sort of like the idea that it was sold as this show to empower young girls, to like encourage them to do math and science, and it's really just maybe not quite that. So,
Was there anything that didn't make it due to
One thing.
problems?
Harder line that you
Oh,
liked.
did it not make? Did it? Did it
Well,
make
got
it?
cut out of the script.
There was a line in the script. It was having to do. We were talking about math. We were solving the mathematical problems because we had to fight crime in space, and I don't understand because the problems were getting a lot harder to solve. So my favorite line was, "This is getting harder."
But we were also playing with a joystick that was about,
yes,
I would say 16 inches long.
yes.
It was a good strong 16
was
inches. I'm not
strong.
gonna lie. But
A lot
yeah,
of girth.
they took it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
They
were
took it
sad
out.
about that.
But we threw it, I told her we told her to throw it in like after,
Yeah.
we'd finished the scene, so.
And
It might-
the way
it might
that
be
you
out
were
there.
kind of doing your own choreography with the joystick
Yeah.
as well.
Yes, that's true. I
Yes.
got a little
I don't
bit
know if
wild.
that made it.
Got a little bit wild.
Yeah, we have some versions of things, so we'll see. I don't
See
know
what-
what's going to
what they-
make
what they let us
it
do.
to the air, but we did have I had like a 3-page document of things that we had to watch for. Like,
Well, yeah.
as we were shooting.
Are we allowed to talk at all about the process of like with the standards? Are we even allowed to talk about that on the podcast? Probably not. Yeah, we can talk about it. on the podcast.
Sure.
Like how it went all the way to Washington or something through. I don't know the details. You might know better than I do, but
Yes, it was. I guess it went all the way, whatever the chain of command is, and at one point we got an email saying, like, we have no news yet. Right now it's in Washington and New York, and we're waiting to hear. So I don't know who's in Washington, but we like to think that it was like Obama and Biden, like trying to figure out like if we could actually like do the
they have
Beaver
like
song.
nothing else going on. Let's figure this how I make
Exactly.
another
Well, I
thing.
mean, when you say Washington, who else is there,
So
right?
true, so
I mean,
true.
I
No
don't
one else.
know.
No one
It's
else.
just those guys. They're
Yeah.
doing their thing.
Yeah.
So
Do you imagine that they're walking down the halls of the White House humming the song?
I hope so.
Probably.
Yeah.
There was also one line I can't remember. They changed in the song. Do you remember when I remember what it was? It was from like "It Will Be So Good." They wanted us to change it to "It Will Feel So Good."
Yes.
Something like that, where it was like they changed it so it was actually more dirty.
Yes.
Their
yes,
version
yes.
that they gave us.
Yes,
which was weird.
There was a few things that we had to change because basically, I think the way it works is that if it can be interpreted as like how beavers are, like there was one thing we had to switch from to Hungry Beavers.
Yeah, and it
Yes,
would taste
yes.
so good.
And it'll take
because we were hungry beavers and we were gobbling wood,
Yes.
and it tastes good.
yes, but there was
Yeah.
a few of those that it all. I guess it's just like a moving target of what you can and can't say, and sometimes it's surprising that. And the other thing is in this episode that I thought we were going to get dinged is Punchy shows Ted his scrotum, and he says like, "That's your scrotum," and I was like, "Well, that's not going to make it." But and then like,
Sure enough,
Punchy's scrotum. There's Punchy's scrotum. So
Because
and we can't sing a beautiful song about friendship.
yeah, what can you do? I don't know.
it's a bizarre, bizarre world.
It really is. It really is. But yeah, it is a dirty episode, isn't it? Now that I'm thinking about
Now we're
it.
talking about scrotums, beavers, feeling and tasting, wood,
And gobbling.
and gobbling.
What's the future for Robin Sparkles?
I think a reunion tour could be, and I'm down for it.
I've been waiting for it. I dream about it a lot.
We'll start in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
We'll go across
Then over to Peoria.
to Peoria, Canada, little known town.
There you go.
I feel like that could be in the works.
Yeah.
Take the show on the road
You know,
because you're not busy.
I'm
She's not busy.
not.
She's got nothing going on. She's got no new album coming out.
I
You know what I mean? She's got nothing going on.
I could dust out that guitar. I didn't put it on the solo album coming out. But
Yeah,
we got our own album, possibly.
possibly.
And the guitar is really heavy, isn't
It's
it?
very, yeah.
I was surprised at how heavy it was. Like really hardcore.
It's like craning in the
I
guitar.
wanted to put it over my head like I used to do back in the day, but it's too heavy.
Yeah.
I've gotta
Really,
get
really
used to
heavy.
it.
Yeah.
I do have two things I actually realized I'd like to confirm. Now, this was both on IMDb and Wikipedia, so...
You're looking at me.
I'm looking at you. Voted most respected
Yeah, dude. So lit.
in your high school. Respected, exactly. Can you tell us a little
dude.
more about
Dude,
that?
I respect you.
People respect me.
You know what?
Respected my 18-year-old self.
My 18-year-old.
I was responsible. I got good grades. I was in the theater company. People loved me. I was somebody.
I respect her.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember when I won it, I was like, what?
That's awesome.
Really? But yeah.
I like that your school had most respected.
Well, it was,
we had,
we had a
best
very
dress.
we had a very
Like,
PC
that's like a real
year.
thing.
Yeah.
We had a very PC year. We weren't allowed to do anything negative, so it was like it was like best dressed, best couple, most sportsman-like,
Gotcha.
or most likely to succeed, and most respected. Like it was all positive. It wasn't like
That's
I was
really
the
nice.
most likely to succeed one.
guess
Wow.
what? Mission accomplished.
Holla. Respected.
And I have no respect though. No one respects me anymore.
But
I've gone downhill.
Now, Nicole, can you tell us a little bit about the Kentucky State Fair Coca-Cola Talent Contest?
I'm intrigued.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, I grew up in theater, and I always was looking for like a break or just any window of opportunity that I could sing and perform. And so I entered the Kentucky State Fair.
Where are you from originally?
I was born in Hawaii,
Okay.
but and all my family lives there now. But I grew up in Kentucky
Okay.
because of my family and the other side of my family. And yeah, so I entered the Kentucky State Fair competition. Have you ever been to one of those?
I have
Yeah.
not, my friend, but I am dying to
You're
go
going to see
now.
every cow and pig and rabbit there is to mankind. It's really beautiful. And so then I entered the competition, and I think I got like first place. I sang Les Miserables. No, I sang Miss Saigon. And the original guy, I think, who beat me was the pianist, and he wasn't able to go. So I got to go in advance in place of him and go to the Memphis State Fair, which was, at my time, that was like, you didn't get any bigger than that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I don't think I won that one, but I'm really proud of that one, actually. Kentucky State Fair. Coca-Cola contest.
Nice.
Hey, do you want to plug your album?
I got a single coming out, actually, called Poison. I just shot the video last night.
Not only, she came directly from shooting
If
all
you're wondering
night,
why I sound like a man all of a sudden,
all night
Because I haven't
here at 5:30. You got here at 5:30 this
I got
morning?
here at 5:30.
Went to
Actually,
hair,
I had
makeup.
to wait for Dorothy, who opens the door.
Yeah.
Because I was like, when can I get here? So I got here at 5:30, and then I took a shower. The showers work in the dressing rooms. Those are nice.
No, I
and
didn't.
hot.
That's new information to me.
I
was
saw
like,
her.
"What?"
She's like, "Oh, we have showers. They work. Wow." So I took a shower and then I got ready, and I haven't slept yet. So
What a trooper, huh?
And she's been.
And we've been singing this karaoke song in the bar for the
It's
last
been awesome.
3 hours.
But you got to see the video because it's called Poison, directed by Joseph Kahn. It'll be out in a week or two, and then you'll understand. Oh my gosh, it's kind of crazy what we did before coming to do this.
what you did, you can include me in that if you want.
crazy
Just
what
makes
we
me like,
did.
man, I was in the background. I was like,
Are you dancing
pulling
in music videos
Yeah, I'm a
now?
dancer.
Actually, those are some of the
I'm-
moves
yeah,
that we
I was all-
did.
I was all,
Actually,
oh, ha, where's that Nicole? I'm coming to get you. Poison, I'm poisonous.
it's kind of scary. She could have choreographed it.
It's pretty good.
Moonlighting.
We'll do the next video,
Yeah,
Cobie.
next one.
You and me.
So remember to watch How I Met Your Mother on CBS Monday nights at 8 Eastern and Pacific, and check us out on the internet. We're at cbs.com/howimetyourmother. You can follow us on Twitter at HimyumProd, P-R-O-D, Himyum_CBS, Himyum_Writers, and Bros Life. Follow Neil Patrick Harris at ActuallyNPH. And check us out on Facebook at our How I Met Your Mother page and the new Robin Sparkles Fan Club Facebook site. This is Alec Lev. Thanks for listening.